Anyway, might explain a few things if they are wrong. Over to you, Noreen.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Christian, for asking me to chair such an important group as the Addictions Working Group on a subject that is very, very close to my heart, from being a receiver of treatment services to today, 19 years later, providing treatment services. I am absolutely humbled and honoured to be chairing a group of such passionate individuals who come with a wealth of experience from across the sector, bottom up, from service user perspective, right through to providers, academics and politicians sitting all around the table, debating a subject that cuts across every single agenda. Drug and alcohol misuse does not just affect individuals, it affects families and communities. Addiction is a major pathway to poverty and social breakdown. It cuts across every aspect of our society, and all of us feel the impact. That is why the addictions work of the Centre for Social Justice is crucial. We are committed to tackling the underlying causes of addiction. We hope that our work will help to support, advise and inform local areas as we move into local commissioning and local decision making. To drive forward a truly recovery orientated system, enabling local areas to create genuine opportunities for problem drug users to recover from dependence and make a positive contribution to our society. We are particularly keen to work with local partnerships, to work with Public Health England, to work across with the new GP commissioning, to work with our new police and crime commissioners, to identify the potential, their potential, to develop recovery-focused alcohol programmes as well. For too long we have failed to acknowledge the harms that are caused by alcohol misuse, leaving many areas without any significant alcohol provision. And we are committed to driving forward. And also reminding government, as we've heard a lot about families today, of its pledge to work with families to develop and strengthen families and family breakdown, to tackle family breakdown, particularly those that are suffering the impact of addiction right across the sector. I want us to quote something so as you can get a feel of how drug addiction cuts across every agenda and the difference that it will make to all of us in this society if we start to make changes, if we start to tackle head-on the causes, the underlying causes of addiction. The Home Office strategy, drug strategy of 2010, clearly states, and I quote, approximately 400,000 benefit claimants, around 8% of all working age benefit claimants in England are dependent on drugs or alcohol, generating benefit costs of 1.6 billion per year. If these individuals are supported to recover and contribute to society, the change is huge. Yet, this is not the only area where the change is going to have a far-reaching impact. And I'm sure for many of us, automatically, when we talk about drug or alcohol misuse, automatically you will think about crime, and you will think about our NHS and our health services. But if you look at it as a whole, and how it cuts across all of the agendas, all of my colleagues' area of work, you will see that there are many, many more. But what is also immeasurable is actually the difference that it will make to families and our communities. And in some of those areas we cannot manage that, measure that, but we can certainly feel it. We can feel it every day when we go home and we close our door and we feel safe, that there isn't antisocial behaviour on the corner. When we're walking down the street, you know, that we're not hanging onto our handbags, or it's dark, walking through a park, that we are going to be mugged. You know, and that is the reality, and that is the difference by tackling substance misuse that it will make to every single one of us, and breaking the cycle for future generations, breaking the cycle in families and communities. The Addictions Working Group are united in purpose for a better treatment system and rigorous in its assessment of the evidence. So, if any of you have anything that you would like to contribute, if you think there are any particular areas that you feel we should be looking at, or if we should be coming out to you and visiting you, then we would like to hear your comments. We are very open, you know, and if we're going to make a difference, let's make a difference together, and let's actually identify the areas by tackling this massive, massive challenge, which is a very ambitious challenge, but we're determined and we're passionate, and we are determined we will get there, but we need to work together in order to deliver that and to drive it through. It doesn't just affect me as a receiver or a provider, it affects every single one of you in the room, and it affects your children, and it affects your community. So, you know, let's make a determined effort to tackle this subject together. Thank you very much.